Hey guys, I'm coming to you from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm at the Bellyard Hotel. There is a putt-putt inside of this place. It's ridiculous. Anyways, I'm here for Hyundai to drive the all-new Elantra in, as well as the Kona in. I haven't driven the Elantra, and I've driven the Kona in once in California, but I cannot wait to drive it, both of them actually, tomorrow on road and on track. It might rain though. However, Toyota is keeping us salivating over the GR Corolla. They just posted a new video, so let's go ahead and talk about it. This is a 4-minute commercial that they just posted on their YouTube, and it's essentially talking about the marketing of their whole GR lineup. It's mainly focused around the GR86, and you see these people on the right, more professional, maybe a little bit more seasoned in terms of marketing, and then you have this young couple, they're not a couple, but just, you know, young man and woman on the left for the other part of the marketing. And then you also have this focus group to find out what things are exciting people about this GR86. And they talk about, you know, it's parking. Everyone's getting excited about the exciting performance dynamics of the GR86, the 6-speed manual. This guy on the right talks about how we need to focus on his driving, how we fixed a torque curve. They're really like plugging to the enthusiast there, you know, the 2.4 liter boxer with better power, etc., etc. And this guy's like, do people even know how to drive a manual? Or it could have been the lady. They're like, do they even know how to drive a manual? Does anyone do that anymore? And this guy's like, yes, they do. A whole bunch of drifting and stuff inside this mall. The funny thing is, the old marketing department wants to showcase the vehicle in the traditional sense. So they talk about putting it on display in the mall, but no one goes to mall anymore. So of course, that is not a good way to market the vehicle in a sense. And then if we fast forward, well, the focus group is not interested in a static shot of the car, right? And then they're talking about, well, we need to show the features of the car, and they're talking about the parking, and they're like, oh yeah, we'll show you how to park. And you know, they're doing crazy professional turns and stuff, and they're like, no, we need to show the backup camera. So they have like a couple shots of the backup camera kind of as a joke, and then they bring not only the GR86 in here drifting in the parking garage of the mall, or just the basement of the mall. I guess it is the mall, it's just an empty mall. Anyways, they also, the old marketing's like, well, we also need to have the rest of the GR lineup in there. So then they bring in the Supras, and the Supras are going around with the GR86. I wouldn't be surprised if Ken Gucci was in one of them. It feels very, very Tokyo Drift, if you guys are catching my drift. Anyways, we're here for the GR Corolla, and yes, they do tease it massively, because we get back to these guys talking about the marketing, and he's like, well, we need to talk about the whole GR lineup. And then right here at the 3:30 mark, you see in the shadows, not only GR on the window of this closed down mall store, you have the GR Corolla in the background. And then the old marketing guy saying, hey, you know, we need to, well, the young guys are talking about, we need to put it in a jump, so they jump up. But then the old guy saying, hey, we need to put it into a flying V for marketing. And so we do the flying V here, and they're like, well, a V doesn't work with 2 cars. You need to have a 3rd car. And of course, the video ends with
V situation.
So we have a snippet of it firing up, just kind of idling, so nothing too crazy there. Then we're heading to the spreadsheet here to talk about the GR Corolla. It's funny that this news or this teaser comes out when I'm here to drive the Elantra in. I think the Elantra in has a really strong role here to play in this hot compact sedan, hot compact hatch market. And I think the reason is largely because of price. At $32K, it is providing a lot of performance here, edging out the GTI, definitely edging out the SI, slotting in just below the Civic Type R. I'm expecting it to slot in just below this GR Corolla. And it's going to be interesting to see what production is like for the GR Corolla. It's produced at Motomachi. Motomachi has seen some production shutdowns, including the GR Yaris, because of supply chain disruptions. Everything is kind of a mess right now for automakers, especially in Europe, but I mean, the war and COVID, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, it's just, You guys know, I've been talking about this for over a year now, how the whole supply chain is a mess, and the GR Corolla is definitely going to be affected by it. How much, we don't know. We also don't know what kind of allocation the United States will be seeing from this GR Corolla. You also have to keep in mind that the BZ4X and the Subaru Solterra also will be produced at some sort of volume, definitely at higher volumes than this GR Corolla, inside that same Motomachi plant. Also in the plant is the Toyota Crown, but that is being canceled. The rear-wheel drive one's being canceled, as we know, and they're switching to a front-wheel drive K platform, which is kind of weird for the Crown because it's always been rear-wheel drive based. So I think production for the Crown might actually leave Motomachi. LC 500 should still be produced there, but that car's production is such low volume compared to the other things produced there, probably in line with the GR Yaris, maybe a little bit higher. But when you combine the two of them, they're still going to be very, very low production numbers. And if you guys are interested in the GR Corolla, don't wait till it's announced. You should probably be talking to your dealer already to get a deposit down for this vehicle. I would expect that each dealer in the United States gets at least one reservation for the GR Corolla. And then of course, depending on how big the store is and also other factors like location and just the demographics of that particular area, like California and Florida probably are getting higher allocations of a vehicle like the GR Corolla. So definitely talk to your dealers if you're interested, but we're hearing higher horsepower output than even the GR Yaris with its 1.6 liter 3-cylinder inline turbo. It's it's crazy. For Toyota to push something, a small displacement engine so hard is something I don't ever remember seeing in my lifetime. Typically Hyundai is a little bit more adventurous, as well as some of the other brands that they're pushing their small displacement engines with turbochargers, but the 3-cylinder is giving up displacement to everything else you see on this list, but it's competing, if not surpassing, most of these larger 4-cylinder engines, while the Corolla has a pint-sized 3-cylinder. And we know this engine and vehicle and powertrain is going to be incredible based off the GR Yaris and how well that's been received throughout the world. People just have nothing but good things to say about that little pocket rocket, the GR Yaris, and we're finally going to get a taste of it. It's going to be a tad bit heavier. We're not going to have the carbon fiber roof, I don't think. Maybe not quite as much aluminum, but it's still going to be a very high performance car compared to what we see here on the United States market. But I should be getting my hands on this vehicle very soon. I can't say anything more about that. I do think this is probably the last teaser for the GR Corolla until the final announcement. So definitely stay tuned to the channel. I'll keep you guys updated. Can't wait to bring you more. I'll end it right there. Thank you so much for watching. By the way, 150,000 subscribers. Guys, I hit that milestone today thanks to you. I'm very, very lucky, very blessed, and I can't thank you guys enough for the support along the way. You guys are making my dreams come true. I'm traveling the world driving sick cars, and I get to work from home most of the time to help raise my family. So anyways, thank you guys. That's all I can say. I'll see you down below. And as always, peace out.